G'day, today we're going to have a look at level 47 of the Ruby DLC of Train Valley 2. This one's called Thaicoon. We have 16 minutes, we can't stop any trains, and we have to build 8 or more bridges. Now, I have had another look at this one. I failed it on literally the last turn of the last train, but I've now got a much better idea, and I think I can do this one pretty efficiently now. So, first thing that we've got is we've only got 1,000 gold, and you can see that we've got a lot of separation from everything, with this guy currently the only person we have not within 1,000 of anything. So first thing we do is buy this guy over here, and that's just going to be a rolling gain of money for us. So wait for him to gain twice, then we can buy up here. Let's quickly go a third time, and now we have access to this guy. Now there's a particular way that I want to set up connecting to this guy, which is that, I think. No, I'll do that again. Let's wait for one more lot of weekly gains. So many different roads that come in here. So this guy has to connect out that way, but he has to also connect this way. I just want to make sure we've got this so we don't have to rebuild it later. That then means that this guy comes in that way. Okay, and then we can go out that way. So nice messy little setup, but it's our little setup. So we're currently starting with 2-seater trains, and we want to get 24? No, we need more than 24, I think. Let's get a second train on this straight away, though. See how slow this is. So really what we need to do is get our trains upgraded nice and quick. That's now a 4-seater train. So is that guy. So he's got, that's going to annoy me, he's got 6. So it means we're now 2 off the 24 we were aiming for here. So that's 22, that's 26. So there's our 24 guys. So the first thing that we'll do is... So the first thing, I guess the first thing after that, all that stuff we've already done, to make those connections. We'll keep sending guys because we don't have the money yet. I mean, obviously, we're going to keep making money. Connect that way, and that way. And then we'll connect this guy that way. Now really what I want to do is send 24 over to the gold ingots. And to do that, I think we want to have 6-seater trains doing that job. So by the time this guy arrives and we get that extra funds, we'll have 1 6-seater train. On his way he goes. Send this guy as a 4-seater. Just around there, just to keep sort of chipping up our money. Obviously, this guy's helping a whole bunch in chipping up that money as well, but we may as well contribute to our own success. Great. Okay, so 2 of them. So I think that's the cap as well. I don't think we can actually upgrade. Yeah, you can see we can't upgrade our trains again. So 6 is our max here. Everything's sort of divisible by 6. So sorry, I didn't break down what we've got going on here. So the only guy that actually needs anything is this worker on the far right, and he just needs microchips, which you can see are here. Actually, what we're going to do is we're just going to send this guy forward into that one. And then he just needs the copper ingots and the computers over here. Everything else on this side is actually just made to make these rings that'll allow us to open up customs. It's its only job. And that's 24 going in there. What we're going to do is just sort of move these guys forward. Oh, I did move you far enough forward, he can go onto that one. So that's his 24, so we can now send workers into that as well. We'll tilt that down just in case we miss seeing it. Next thing what we're going to do is buy this guy. Have him swing around there. Allow him to start sort of building up his workers. We really want to get out more trains as soon as possible as well. As you can see at the moment, we're just sort of waiting for guys to arrive. Can't afford him just yet. This comes out next one of these. So what we want to do is just make sure that the far end one is always tilted down. So as this guy passes, we want to tilt that one down. This seems like we've got a better chance of remembering that's what we're trying to do. If we, like, in the huge amount of time we've got between those two trains arriving. Alright, cool. So there's our third train. Ready to go. We can send him. Tilt that guy down. So same, we want 24 guys down here. That's 24 guys over there. This train's not going to have any purpose at the moment, so let's send him just through that way. Make a little bit more money. And what we want to do then is get to our next thing. I think our next thing is actually through this mountain. It's 52,000, and then we're going to need 42,000. So may as well just keep sending guys while we've got them. Okay, so that's 24 guys down here. Get that one in place. Okay, so now we want 24 guys through this way. Now, there's no actual requirement for the amount. I actually think that if you're fast enough, you can do all of this on 12 rings. But we're going to go for 24 because I think we've got the time. And I think that it's sort of just the safer number to work with. So we've now got 40,000 again. So the next thing we want to do is try and... let's just send them. Let's keep making that money. Just have a quick look. No, you get there. Yeah, not yet. There. What we're going to do is get down to here. 15. Great. And what we'll do is we'll send these guys up. Them arriving up there. This is a bit of a long journey for our 3 trains. But I think having 3 trains is definitely worthwhile. Got our next set of chips soon. But like having 3 trains rather than just still trying to operate off 2 at this point. I think we need about 100,000 to justify bringing in that 4th train, because we also still have some more sort of building that we need to do. Okay, so that's the 24 guys in there. Then do is... It's going to be another bridge. I'd like to bring in another guy now. Those 4 still to shift. Another guy being another train. But what we'll do is we're going to shift guys from here into the rings. So we want to move 4 lots of guys. Go for that 4th train. Lovely. Sort of the speed of everything that we can do once we've got the like another train. It's definitely worth the investment. If say for example this is it, this is the 4 guys that need to go there, and then that shift is done. do want to shift this gold up there too. We also need to get this glass started, so let's firstly let's actually finish the road. Three of them. Send these guys. It's all of them. And we've made a nice little nest egg of money while that's all been going on. The next thing I want to do though is send this gold up that way. Comes our next train up there. This guy will arrive up there. Now let's have a look at what we can do with that money. So we want to make this connection here. That tunnel there. That bridge there. So those guys connect, and then this connects across there for the gems to get in. Other connections, we can have that connect in that way, this connect up there. Then this little extra, we'll finish that road off there. This connection here, jump across there and fix that road. Then we have a $86,000 tunnel. So that tunnel's our next man up. Send those 6 guys since they're ready. Alright, we'll press that arrow while we think of it. And then we'll shift these guys down here. Alright, we can have the workers from here start to get sent there. We only need 12. That should be ready enough to go at the end of this. Okay, and that's enough money to get that built. And then we can have this attached. So it means we can start to send these guys along. Get in here. And again, we need just 12 of those. So it's just 12 to make the 12 bars. As these guys get through, we can then start to send the glass. Then, okay, so we've got this guy here. We want to connect that way. Nothing should need to go up that way from the other direction. Then also want a bridge there. That's our achievement for the 8 bridges we need. Then you can do that, so these guys can all be attached to electricity. And so with that, you can see that this guy is now wired and ready to go. So you can see that part of, I did forget that this was a thing, but we now also have, we need 12 coal up there anyway, but luckily we've got so much coal already ready and waiting. So the next thing that we'll do is send guys over to the computers, and we've got to remember with all this, we're not allowed to stop trains. So when it comes to this, we've got to have our timing pretty right. Send a second train for up there. I think we can now afford to just buy more trains because there's nothing else coming. So we can go buy. It's a 5th train. Send that glass up there, so he's done. That's the 2 of them. The next thing we want to do is we want to send more guys along that way, don't we? That was this guy. Send them. Send them, send them. So that's 2, let's go. In fact, we don't even need this guy. That was a... we only need the 12, don't we? Let's just send him back this way. Okay, and as these guys pass, what we'll do is we will send this up. And then this guy up. And then we can start to move. So basically we now have him about to start making his bars. This guy's pretty much ready to go, but he's got to come in after those guys. And then we've got these guys here ready to get delivered. So we go. Just start sending this along. Like I said, I think you could do this with 12. So the fact that we're going to have 24 in there should mean that we can just get all of these in and then just start to comfortably have everyone go in those remaining 5 minutes. As long as these guys get made nice and quick, which they should compared to how long the rest of this stuff's going to be moving for. So we can send him. It's open. Again, remember, we can't stop anyone. So we've got to be careful with our trains going through. So we only need 4. We can send those 4 guys, and then what we're going to do is send this guy forward to this one. The thing is, though, that it actually doesn't matter if we just let this guy run into the back of the next guy and have him crash. There's sort of no consequence in this level for crashes, so it's the other option that you can have. If you don't feel like you can maneuver these guys well enough, then just let them smash into each other. Okay, so we now got to look at the map of this. Do we think that... At what point do we think that this guy is well clear of this guy coming up behind him? Going down there, I would say there's fine. Easily out in front. Probably speed things up a bit. Done. Nice and easy. Killed it real time, killed it funds, game time pretty solid as well. Yeah, any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, catch you later. See ya.